Cornworld versus CA and Laureano. Sometime in 1982, Lucina was hired as a field labor employee by Cornworld. She rose from the ranks and was eventually designated as vice president for research and development in the company. When Cornworld's then president, Benito M. Domingo, suffered a stroke, Laureano took over the management of the company. One time, Laureano called for a special meeting including Lucina. The latter claimed that before the meeting started, several employees witnessed Laureano berating Lucina as to why she was not able to attend some of the meetings of the company and failed to answer his phone calls and letters. Lucina cried while Laureano was shouting at Lucina in front of other employees, telling her to get out of the building. As a result of the incident, Lucina claimed she was confined at the Cabanatuan Family Hospital due to hypertension. In view of her ailment, she applied for sick leave for a period of 7 days. After that, he wrote Laureano for the payment of her salary and sales incentive pay. However, on the same day, the officer in charge of Cornworld issued a memorandum addressed to all employees informing them of the appointment of Mr. Alan Canema as overseer of all offices under the research and development. Lucina asserted that with the appointment of Canema, her employment with Cornworld was left on a floating status, as she had no more personality to attend meet EMGs and head the research and development department. By several other reasons, she could no longer report for work. Thus, Lucina instituted a complaint for constructive dismissal against Cornworld and Laureano. On the other hand, Laureano argued that the company had lost its trust and confidence upon Lucina, and that she was neither actually nor constructively dismissed from service. The labor arbiter, NLRC and CA, dismissed the complaint and held that Lucina was not constructively dismissed. Issue: whether Lucina was constructively dismissed. Ruling: yes. The Supreme Court ruled the test for constructive dismissal is whether a reasonable person in the employee's position would have felt compelled to give up his position under the circumstances. In this case, this court finds that the following instances support Lucina's claim that she was constructively dismissed. 1. The board resolution appointing Canema as overseer of all offices under research and development clearly implied that it was meant to take Lucina's position, which made her employment under floating status. This was so even before the confrontation that occurred during the meeting which prompted Lucina to avail of a sick leave. 2. Cornworld withheld Lucina's salaries and benefits as early as February 2009, while she was still on leave but still employed with the company and thus entitled to her pay. 3. And public ridicule and humiliation during meetings which caused a toll on her medical condition. The foregoing circumstances, among others, truly made Lucina's employment impossible and unbearable on her part, as to effectively forego her continued employment. Consequently, in view of Lucina's illegal dismissal, she is entitled to 2 reliefs, namely, back wages and reinstatement. However, where reinstatement is no longer feasible, such as in the instant case, separation pay shall be granted in lieu of reinstatement.